Yeah. Before I begin this video, I just want to say, in times of peace, prepare for war. And in times of war, prepare for peace. So let's get into it. Why did I decide to make this video? Some of y'all said y'all didn't really want to see me do this on YouTube, and some of y'all don't want to see me do this on Twitter. And I get that because I painted the picture that I'm a peaceful person, and I am. But I just want to give y'all a quick little real talk. You know, every now and again, I like to do these early in the morning and let these go live for y'all if y'all on your way to work or school, or you just chilling out, getting ready to start your day. I like to give y'all a little something to listen to real fast and let y'all know where a brother is coming from. The reason that I'm the way that I am on YouTube and the way I come off as a polite and peaceful person is because I actually am. However, you know, I grew up in a bad neighborhood, man, and I don't like to harp on that or use that as any kind of excuse for being ignorant or being negative, because at the end of the day, you do not have to be a product of your environment if you choose to fight that struggle, which of course I chose to do. And I don't want to be a statistic or typical black man, you know, in the community, going to jail, selling drugs, gang banging. Even though, you know, I've done some of these things, I'm not going to get into what's what, because like I said, it's not to be glorified. At times I felt like my back was against the wall, and I have been influenced before by the evils. You know what I mean? So that's just anybody growing up in the hood. However, though, coming to YouTube, my whole perspective changed. I'm like the Gandhi of YouTube, because at the end of the day, I don't want to see these brothers going back and forth. And that's the nature of this video and the problem, and why I decided to make this video, to shed some light on the situation from my perspective. A lot of things people don't know. The reason I advocate so much for YouTubers to get along is because at the end of the day, a lot of people who game, the gaming keeps us out of trouble. And it kind of don't make sense to come to a peaceful environment, or environment that's more positive and negative, and bring negativity to it. I feel like, why would I come over here and start some negativity when I could have been doing that in the streets? So I could go back out in the street and do that and make money and live my life like that. So that's why I chose to not take that approach and come to this environment with that attitude. And plus, like, you know, I feel like you could do more good being positive than being negative. Being negative ain't never really helped nobody. You get what I'm saying? Unless you're trying to be selfish. So let's get into the whole NxtGen480P cat. 3 years ago, when I came to YouTube doing this channel, I started to get to know people, I guess, because honestly, I'm gonna keep it real. I will believe it's because of the quality, because, you know, when I started out, I had a little bit of an advantage doing YouTube because I do video and music editing, and I went to graphics school my entire life. So graphics is like a big thing for me. So quality is something I always try to improve upon. Now, when I came to YouTube doing this channel, if you go to my first video review, honestly, deadass, I recorded that shit with what did I use to do that? I used a used Elgato and a Galaxy Note 3. The same phone, I think. No, I think Barn got the Galaxy. I think he just got the regular Galaxy 3. But the bottom line is, I recorded my audio, and I used the Elgato capturing at 1080-30. But it was like low grade quality because my computer wasn't that strong at the time for that. I could edit videos on it. The only trick is, to edit high quality videos, it would just take a long time. It would take like mad long to do. So that was how I got that done at the time when I was coming up. I was doing like the Cocaine City DVD with French Montana. I was doing interviews for him, skits for him, videos with him. I was doing videos with everybody, man, like pretty much everybody. Shay Davis, Mano, you name it, man. If it was a hot artist from New York, we did a video. So at the time, that was my thing. And then a lot of my friends, of course, because you make a lot of contacts doing that. So a lot of my friends would be like, yo, who gamed here and there. Nobody really was a hardcore gamer like that. I had a couple of friends that were, but we like don't really hang out like that. We would see each other from time to time. You know, when you grow up with gamers, y'all hang out at each other's cribs. So as I got older and I started getting more into the street stuff, I started to kind of dwell from that. And what happened? As soon as I started dwelling away from it, I started getting in trouble, getting arrested. Things started happening. Now, I am proud to say that I am a black man without any convictions or criminal record. I don't have any charges, knock on wood, that are on me. I have no felonies, no misdemeanors, none of that shit. So I am proud of that. I beat all my cases, and I took that as a sign to behave and not be out here wilding out for no reason, unless it's for some big paper. Then I might have to put on a mask, and y'all might see me on the 10 o'clock news. Right? So anyway, I digress. Let's keep going, because I'm talking and not really getting to the point here. I'm just giving y'all some background. All right, so when I came to this gaming channel, people started to notice me. And like I said, I think it's because I was able to do things. Me and NxtGen spoke, and the first thing NxtGen480P told me was that he wanted to know why I was messing with BG. And he didn't really know that I know BG from my neighborhood. And a lot of y'all probably don't know that, or some of y'all do know because we speak about it periodically once in a blue moon. Maybe it came up like 3 times in the past. But me and BG see each other from time to time from the same neighborhood. Okay, we grew up in the same neighborhood pretty much. So once he started realizing that I knew BG, that's when he started hitting me up. And this is my problem with the Xbox community, or so-called Xbox community, or at least these dudes, BGST, is that they claim they didn't know I was alive. They claim they don't know I exist. They claim they don't know I'm an Xbox channel. But as soon as I started dealing with BG, these dudes all of a sudden know who I am, or at least NxtGen480P, the founder of BGST, knows who I am. So I found that to be a little bit suspect anyway. So I already had a red flag when he started hitting me up. So we started speaking, and I was explaining to him, like, yo, this dude is from my neighborhood. Like, you know, if you know anything about let me see, the street. I don't really want to say that, but if you know anything about the street, if somebody's from your neighborhood, they automatically get a plus from you. Plus the fact that when I spoke to BG and we met, he was dead ass a cool person. Like, a lot of y'all like to paint BG as some kind of arrogant dude and this, that, and the third, even though y'all don't really know him. That's just he's just joking. If you get to know him, he's a really good person. Like, he's a cool cat. He's a stand-up dude. So I respected that. And plus he was doing this thing. Now here's the thing that a lot of people don't get, and this is why I'm starting to think that a lot of this is just people being haters. Hold on, let me turn my phone on. I gotta get the new chairs. I hear all that noise in the back from the chair. A lot of dudes are just haters because at the end of the day, that's what it should be about, man. It should be about people wanting to see people do good. Like, I don't really want to touch on it too much, but me and the Modern War Negro cat, the Black Okage cat, had an issue where that was 100% a misunderstanding, because at the end of the day, I understand that if I say something like I wanted to pull up, me being a dude from the street, they're going to take it like that's what I mean. But at the end of the day, I saw a video the other day where they said the same thing. They pulling up on EA. I said it the same way. So because it's EA, it's a joke, but because I'm saying it to another black man, it's taken serious. This is the problem with the black dudes in this community. A lot of dudes have ego complexes. They don't want to see another dude win. They don't want to acknowledge me because they feel like I'm a smaller channel, but I have potential. So they don't want to acknowledge me because they don't want to see me go past them or blow past them. Then if I blow past them, they're going to be like, oh, this dude don't fuck with me. He don't want to work with me. Like, a lot of cats be getting on the Stone Fox Media cat. And that dude is very successful on YouTube, but I understand why he may not fuck with y'all. He may not fuck with y'all because he goes through what I went through. If I get to 100K subs and I don't fuck with y'all, y'all going to be saying the same thing about me. But when I was at 10K subs, which I'm at now, y'all don't want to acknowledge me because I'm a smaller channel to y'all. And y'all don't want to see me grow because of the potential. And that's the problem with the black dudes on this community. They're like haters, man. Everybody want to see everybody at the bottom of that barrel. Nobody don't want nobody to crawl up. But I'm not the type of cat to crawl out of the barrel and just leave you stuck in there. I'm going to give you a rope. But a lot of people don't want to take that chance because they're scared. And I get it. But it's kind of ridiculous. So let's get into the whole NxtGen thing. So me and him spoke or whatever. Now, he's mad at BG and Heartache. Of course, we all know the story because they said he was a pedophile. Now I'm coming to find out that some of them allegations is actually true about him spreading the video, which is something that you really shouldn't be doing, even though I get his side of the story is that his intention was to try and flag the video. And really the truth is the man is ignorant. He thought the video was funny, so he was just joking around showing it, not realizing that, yo, you spreading something that you shouldn't be spreading. That's pretty much the case. It was a misunderstanding that led to him getting roasted beyond coming back, and I guess he couldn't let that go. So now he dick rides BG and Heartache. Now the thing about me being from the street is I'm a loyal person. If I'm rocking with BG, I'm gonna take his side. Whether he's right or wrong, that's a different story. I'm gonna tell him on the side, yo, I think you was wrong. But if it comes down to BGST and Weapon Wheel, of course I'm gonna take Weapon Wheel side. That's who I'm with. These are the dudes that put me on, pretty much. Like, I'm not above saying, yo, BG put me on, BG helped me out. I'm not above saying that. I could admit that and say that. I don't have a problem saying that another brother helped me. See what I'm saying? Like, a lot of dudes don't like to be real like that. They don't want to acknowledge people and say that people helped them and all. They want to say everything they did themselves. That's fine. I'm not saying he made me, but I'm definitely saying he helped me. So I don't have a problem admitting that and saying that. But at the end of the day, I'm out here, Xbox channel, all on his own. These dudes act like they don't know who I am. The minute I get with BG, all of a sudden now, oh, why you messing with him to stand a third? But publicly, nobody knew me and Zaya knew each other. Nobody knew that we spoke. This man, the reason I gave Zaya respect in the beginning was because when shit was going left with me and BGST, he called my phone. He's like, yo, he sent me his numbers, like, yo, call me so we could talk. And I respected that. That's what real people do. Like, I thought he was a real cat because of that. So I was like, yo, you know what? I called him and we spoke. We spoke, and I was like, yo, you know what? After speaking to him, I understood his situation and his side of it because he got kids and I'm a father. So I got where he was coming from, and I respected that I stayed out of the situation. But then if you see me developing a brand, doing websites and all of that with Weapon Wheel, and you keep attacking them, after a certain while, I got to say something because then it looks like I'm a Benedict Arnold. I'm playing both sides. I have to pick a side. I know how war works. You know what I mean? If y'all taking each other to war, you have to pick sides in that. You can't be neutral if the person who's helping you brand yourself or build is going at it with the other guy. So it won't work. It's going to look funny. So at the end of the day, I chose the side that I'm on, which is the right thing to do. So I go to the Bronx because I got a friend named Schizo, producer at Def Jam. And he knew some blood dudes that apparently Zaire knew from Xbox. And he was supposed to get these dudes to do something at BG. Well, I happen to know who the dudes were when I was out there. I actually did a video with them and posted it on this channel. If you go to the video, it's going to say the podcast for the streets. That's the dudes that he claimed he was going to get for BG. So these dudes is all the way in fucking Mount Vernon at the time when we shot the video. That's where they are at. And they're heavy Xbox fanboys and all of that. And somehow or another, they spoke to this dude on Xbox, and he's supposed to be paying these dudes $5,000 to hurt BG. So at the end of the day, and BG don't even really know this whole story. I never even told this to him because it wasn't important. It's not like, oh, give me my props, man. I'll stop some street shit. But at the end of the day, I spoke to him. I explained to him the situation with Homeboy, and I kept it a stack. I said, look, you got this dude that's in his 30s, about to be in his 40s. He wants to beat this dude up over some shit on the internet, over some video games. Now, if you speak to any cat from the street, they're going to look at you and say, what? That's like the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. And that's going to be the situation, and you're going to look stupid. So pretty much at the end of the day, they told me they weren't going to get involved. They were going to stay out of it. And if this dude tried to come down on that side, they're going to flame him up. I'm just keeping it a buck. And whether that happens or not, I would hope that it don't. But at the end of the day, you claiming you in the street like that and you throwing up signs and all of that. And in New York, I know you in Jersey and it's real out there. But in New York, we take shit like that very serious, man. Very serious. As you can see from my background, Schizo is the producer for Dipset. And he brought me pretty much into the industry on the music side by giving me contacts to signed artists. Instead of me doing videos with like unknown dudes from the block, I was doing videos with signed artists because of him. Once again, another person who helped me out. So I was able to explain the situation, and they decided to opt out of the situation. That's why all of a sudden, if you notice, he stopped talking about the Bloods in New York and all of that because they not fucking with him after I conversated with them. So once again, fake blood shit. So let's fast forward to now. So he started popping all this shit, stealing hard ace slinking, stealing some of my background equipment. Like, when I post videos, I'll be having like some stuff in the background. I noticed the dude started ordering the same shit as me. No problem. Who cares? I mean, if you want to grow, you got to grow. If we both use the same camera, I can't take credit for your Canon camera, but I can't take credit for where you got it from. So at the end of the day, I noticed he was like biting little bits and pieces of everybody's shit. And it's cool, whatever. It's cool. You want to grow. You want to do what you got to do. Fine. But my problem with dude and why I decided to make the video is when he decided to say that, he started coming out at these dudes out of nowhere, and they wasn't bothering him. I owned the podcast with them. I'm around. I'm actively involved. I don't see nobody bothering this man. He just started coming back with his shit. Now, this is after I done established relationships with BG, Hardy, Blackbone, Jack Move, and Kid Smooth. So if I'm cool with somebody, I'm not going to stand by while you attack them. I'm just not that kind of person. If you attacking him, you attacking both of us. You going to fuck around and get jumped fucking with me. If I'm standing next to one of these dudes and you swing at them, I'm going to snuff you. I'm not gonna just sit there and stand there and let you do that. So that's just the kind of person I am. Like, what I'm gonna do, sit there while y'all fighting? Like, yo, I ain't got nothing to do with that. Nah, you my man. You fighting him, you fighting me. That's just how it's gonna be. So I decided to let the nigga slide with all the nonsense he was talking and doing. And when he kept coming and coming, I hit him up. I said, yo, since you from the street, like you claim to be, why don't you do a BGST versus Weapon Wheel tournament, a game contest or something with gaming, like not no street shit. So he was like not acknowledging that, but he just kept making videos about these cats. So I went to the BGST group and I told him, I called him out in front of everybody. I said, yo, either you get on the sticks and you since y'all gamers, you want some gamer shit, you supposed to be a blood. Since you want to keep calling people out, get on the sticks and we'll all go against your squad. Now, this is friendly competition. This would have been good for YouTube. This would have been good for YouTubers, but this shows you how frauds how much these niggas is frauds and why now I no longer have respect for these dudes. Instead of him responding, he sent me a message on YouTube when I messaged him and asked him, I said, yo, I went in his comment section. I said, yo, if you want to pop shit about Weapon Wheel, why don't you do BGST versus Weapon Wheel? Because people want to see that. If anybody's listening to this video, keep it real. Wouldn't y'all want to see, and I'm talking about just on some competition shit, like who's the better gamer or just some shits and giggles fun for the community. Like I said, do it for the culture. Wouldn't y'all want to see BGST versus Weapon Wheel to squash the beef, or not even squash the beef, just to keep shit like, okay, y'all been popping shit about us and y'all, we been going back and forth. They been acting like they don't know who I am, but behind the scenes we be talking. Motherfucker Iron Wolf blocked me, Titanfall Princess blocked me, Zaire blocked me, unblocked me, blocked me. This is how it goes. So I'm like, okay, if y'all gonna get butthurt over me, and y'all know me, I'm not coming at nobody. I'm like chilling and shit. If I come at you, it's because you done did some shit. That's why I'm coming at you. Like I'm coming at Zaire off and on here and it, just taking little jabs at that punk nigga because I know he a punk nigga. Like I said, I know he not gonna do nothing. I've been in Jersey for 2 weeks. Nobody heard of this cat. The Bloods in New York ain't fucking with him. So at the end of the day, you could get a bunch of dudes to put on red and say they Bloods. I know the real Bloods. If you go to my YouTube channel, I have tons of videos with them. Okay. So the Bloods in New York ain't fucking with you because I know them. But anyway, I digress. So I say, yo, do the BGST versus Weapon Wheel gaming, like get on the sticks. That's what anybody from the street to do. If two dudes is having a beef and the shit is like, you don't want to see these two cats kill each other, what you gonna tell them to do? Square up, have a fade, fair one, right? So I was like, yo, do that on the controllers and y'all can move past this bullshit. Because at the end of the day, this shit kind of stupid. And plus, brothers always got to be going at each other's neck. We can't never get along no matter what the fuck we doing. And that's another corny thing. Like, you know, y'all gonna do this in the video games too? Y'all do this everywhere? Niggas do this everywhere you go, son. Everywhere you go, niggas gotta be at each other's throats. Niggas can't be building. You got this group of dudes thinking they better. Niggas messaging me, telling me that one group, one community started this whole black YouTuber shit. And I'm messaging them back. I say, yo, this dude who you talking about started in 2012, and the dude I'm with started in 2009. How you telling me he started it when this dude was here before him? See how twisted people got shit? And this is the problem. Now, I'm going to say names because people get mad when I say their name. So fuck it. Because I'm not trying to attack you. I'm just trying to make a point. Dudes hit me up and said the gaming Illuminati started the black YouTube gaming thing. If it wasn't for them, Weapon Wheel, and he included me, wouldn't be here. And I want to respond to that in this video and say, how you going to tell me if the Black Hokage didn't do YouTube, I wouldn't be here with BG, and BG was here before the Black Hokage? See what I'm saying about how y'all niggas mix shit up and remix shit and can't keep nothing right, can't do nothing right? That's the problem with this community, man. All y'all need to chill, stop worrying about what somebody else is doing and not doing, and just do your thing. If you're not going to deal with a person, fine. But stop worrying about what somebody else is doing. It don't make no fucking sense and it's fucking stupid. That's just how I feel about it. Because at this point, a lot of dudes is just jealous and haters to me. That's why I don't really acknowledge a lot of people no more, and I don't care. And I don't really even like beefing or making videos about niggas, because at the end of the day, I know these motherfuckers is just jealous and they don't know how to express their emotions. So what they do is they either act out or they do some negative shit, because at the end of the day, they really just want to be where you at, or they want to do what you're doing. That's what it really is. That's what it boils down to. Now, I'm sorry I had to be so serious in this video, but I had to do this video to just put it out there for y'all. It's not, you know, nothing important. Now, the reason I never did a video like this before, as far as like recently, is because I had some professional business to take care of on my channel, and I did that. I'm done. You know, my obligations are fulfilled. I did everything I set out to do with this channel. Now I'm just having fun doing what I do. So that's why I decided to make this video, because I didn't really even want to talk about this. And there's a lot more I could get into, but it's no point. Like, talking about this dude is not going to help me grow. It's not going to give me no subs. It's not going to do nothing for me. But one thing I will say is, you guys made it bad for Xbox people on YouTube and the Xbox community in general by being so ignorant and retarded. You know, every time you watch one of these guys' videos, they're sounding like groupies. All they worry about is what Phil Spencer said, tweeted, or did the night before. If he's competing with Sony, they're happy. If he's giving Sony props, they're not happy. And they're not understanding why Phil Spencer's doing that. Phil Spencer's doing that to show unity in the gaming community, which y'all don't show. He feels like it's better for business. Think about it like this, man. Let me explain this real fast. If the Xboxes sold 20 million units, right, and the PS4 sold 60 million units, the reason Phil Spencer will congratulate the Sony guys is because, think about it. If he looks like a good sport, maybe those other 40 million people will buy an Xbox. Stupid. Now do you get why he's doing that? I know some of you are going to say, no, fuck that, fuck that. That's why. That's exactly why. You don't see the owner of Nissan congratulating the owner of Chevy, because those motherfuckers are making so much more money than these console gamers, these consoles are making. That's a whole nother animal you're talking about. You went from talking about cats to talking about dinosaurs. Big difference. So at the end of the day, if you guys don't understand business, man, y'all really should just chill, enjoy y'all games, and shut the fuck up. That's the whole point. But at the end of the day, I know y'all won't, because y'all got to eat and get those clicks and do all that dumb shit y'all do. And that's fine. That's cool. That's your business. But I'm just here to say that the reason making this video is because I'm tired of this whole phony Xbox community shit. Everybody is like, oh, you can't come back. When the Scorpio comes out, I'll be on an Xbox all day. But what y'all fail to forget about me is I can enjoy whatever the fuck I want. I started out on PlayStation. I didn't have the original Xbox. I started on Xbox with the 360 when my PS3 died, which was, what, 8 or 9 years ago. That's how I got on Xbox, and I enjoyed it, and I stayed there ever since. But at the end of the day, if some shit come out for the Nintendo, I'm gonna get it. I had a conversation with BG, Blonde, Hard 8, and everyone from up on. I said, yo, if GTA 6 came out with its own console just for that one game, would everybody buy it? And guess what everybody said? Yes. Because that's what gamers will say to you. They don't care about the platform. Not as much as y'all do. Y'all are kind of guys that if the Scorpio starts to sell 80 million and beats the PlayStation, Sony dudes won't be able to play their shit in peace, because y'all gonna keep rubbing it in. Who cares, man? Who cares? But anyway, I made this video long enough. I ain't really say too much. I did a bunch of talking and explaining some shit to y'all. Probably about nothing. Half of y'all probably even won't listen to the whole thing or pay any mind to it. But I just felt like talking about this and explaining it to y'all about what happened and what's going on. This motherfucker ducked the fade. He ducked the hands. He ducked the challenge. So let that be very much known that this man, NxtGen, did not want the hands when it came to these controllers. He did not want to get on the sticks and prove himself. BGST ducked the challenge from the weapon wheel. All right. I put that out there. I said, yo, get on them sticks and stop talking shit. Come outside. The motherfucker stayed in the house. All right. So from this day forward, don't bring up no BGST shit to me. I don't care. As far as I'm concerned, those dudes is groupies. They're not even real. They're not relevant. As far as this NxtGen480P cat, see me when you see me, my dude. I would love to have a conversation with you, man. I would love to explain some things to you face to face, man. But we know you're not gonna do that either. But anyway, I digress. Yeah, man. And like I said, man, y'all making the culture look bad, man. That's why Phil Spencer and them got y'all niggas blocked. Y'all, you know, y'all gotta buy media. Y'all can't get media passes. Y'all gotta buy fucking passes to go to shit and all of that. That's why y'all can't get the proper acknowledgement. You dudes are toxic, and I'm not trying to diss you. I'm just trying to put it out there like this is the situation. But if you guys focused more on games, instead of bashing and being negative and ducking and stealing and all of that shit that y'all doing, all that finessing and frauding, y'all would be all right out there. Anyway, I ain't want to get too much into this because I feel great. I don't have a problem. I really don't even care about this cat, to be honest. That's why it took so long to even do the video. But I just want to put a video out there for people to know. Send them to this video if they ask me about NxtGen480P, how I feel about this. I don't have a problem with nobody, no dudes on YouTube at the end of the day. I really don't. I really don't even care. You know, I'm here to just do what I do and keep it pushing. But like I said, I fulfilled all my obligations within my first 2 years on this channel. And at this point, I feel like I don't have no points to prove. I'm just chilling, and that's what I'm going to be doing. All right, I'm out of here. Let me know what you think in the comment section, dudes. And yeah, man, enjoy your Friday. And if you made it to the end of this long-ass video, cool. Like I said, man, you know, post your comments, man. Let me know your experiences with these cats, the fake Xbox community. We do need to start a new community, man. I know you got Awesome. I know you got Random Man with 1 million. You got Kid Smooth. You got a couple of cats out there, man, that's doing the Xbox thing, but we get overshadowed by this ignorant shit. So, you know, maybe we need to start our own movement or something like that, man. We need to put that out there. You know, I already take the beating and hate for the culture. You already know that. And I'm out of here, man. Peace. Enjoy your weekend, too, by the way.